Hey, what's going on guys, it's Lasty here, and today we have got a bit of a different video, a little bit special because it's not only one budget squad, it's going to be two in one video, so two squads to show you today. If you guys are looking to buy some coins, then be sure to check out FIFA Coin Traders, their links will be in the description below. But let's have a look at these teams, shall we? First off, I know it seems weird to go with number 2 first, but we will have a look at this one. It's actually a 5 at the back squad. You may remember a couple of videos ago I did what was it, the random pick, and I ended up using a 5 at the back formation, this exact formation actually, 5-2-2-1, and really got on well with it, so I thought I would try it again. And this is the team that we came out with. It's not too sweaty, I hope, but you know, you think what you like. In goal today we have got Tim Krul, who's got some okay stats, but he's pretty meh. I believe you can, I think you can pretty much go with anyone in the Premier League, but to keep it cheap, that's how you can do it. 3 defenders we've got Boateng, Heitinger and Kabul, and they're pacey and rock solid and tall and just great defenders. You can't really go wrong with them. Wing backs out here we have got Konko and Schmelzer, who are pretty good. Schmelzer's not as good as Konko. I really get on very well with Konko this year. He's a great little player. His inform card is especially good. And you know, that's the defence. That makes it quite pacey, quite solid. And obviously there's 5 of them at the back, which is pretty beastly. Then in centre mid, we only have 2. This is where this formation feels a little bit lackluster. You get a little bit like you can't really do much passing and stuff because you don't really have too much of a midfield, which is a bit of a shame. But I guess it's quite a defensive formation, obviously. But we've gone with Moussa Sissoko. He's regular, non-rare card. He's transferred Newcastle one, and the stats are really great across the board. And then over on the left-hand side of midfield, I've actually gone with someone I've really wanted to try out on this game for quite a while. So I went out and bought him, and that is Rafael van der Vaart, who's not got the best pace, but he's got great shooting, great passing, great dribbling, and he's default cam, so this is probably one of the most expensive players of the team because obviously you're going to have to convert him back, but he is really good. Incredible shot, great playmaker, puts them balls through to the strikers really well, and I got on extremely well with him, so definitely recommend him. He might even be really good in a central cam, so like a 3-5-2 or something, and then different players to feed off him and stuff, so he'd be really good, and was in this team. Then getting up top, as you can see, we've got 2 5-star skillers as our left wing and right wing. We've gone with Elia, and Hatem Ben Arfa. Both got decent pace. Well, Elia's got extremely great pace, 91 is awesome. Both got decent shooting. I actually find Elia's shot better than I do Ben Arfa for some reason. So I'm not quite sure why the stats are quite so different, but it's the dribbling and the skills. They've both got 5-star skills. Ben Arfa is left-footed, so he can cut in and take his shots, and Elia is right-footed, so he can cut in and take his shots. But great dribbling stats and 2 rapid, skillful players, which is really good. And then up top to feed off those 2 is big Arnautovic. He's tall, he's got decent pace at 80 there. I mean, for someone who's like 6'4", that's really good. He's also got 77 shooting and 82 dribbling, 4-star skills as well. So that rounds off the first team. That's, you know, the price of which is obviously on your screen right now. A nice cheapish sort of team. But moving on, we'll show you the budget 1 squad. Second one of this episode, and it's going to include a bunch of 5-star skillers, and this one actually performs better for me. It's a little bit more customizable up top. You can choose pretty much anyone you want from the Brazilian league, so you got like the likes of Pato and the transferred Wellington and stuff like that if you really want to just go out and score some goals. But this team is actually quite cool. It's got some Prem players, some Russian league players and some Brazilian league players. In goal we have got Tim Howard, who I wanted to choose a fairly high rated goalkeeper who was sort of cheap in the BPL, because you can literally go with anyone Brazilian or anyone from the Premier League. So I actually went with Tim Howard because never used him before. This is the whole point. I'm trying to use some people that I don't use too often. So that is our goalkeeper. Our defence is rock solid. We have got Bochetti, at the right centre back, who's got 76 pace, 79 defending and 80 heading. He's pretty good. David Luiz, as we all know, is ridiculously OP and a great player on this game. And then Johan Giroud, his Arsenal card, has got 75 pace and he's also 6'3", so that's a really good card, and not too bad defensively as well. So that's a rock solid, quick, pacey defence. 2 CDMs, we basically needed Brazilians, and the left-handed sided one needed a strong link to our left mid. But we've gone with Lucas Leiva and Rafael Carioca, or Cariosa, I'm not quite sure how you'd pronounce it. But just to get things started, this Rafael Carioca guy, it says he's got a 58 shooting, but he's got a bit of a long shot on him. I don't think I scored one actual proper long shot. I know I got a goal with him, but not a proper long shot goal. But he hit the bar a couple of times, and just all I'm saying is it's not 58 shooting. He's a decent player. I really got on well with him. A good holding midfield as well. And then Lucas Leiva, you can obviously guarantee that you're gonna get on well with. And now we are moving on to the skillful part of the team. We've actually managed to squeeze five-star skillers in this squad. So we've got Asaidi and Magidi, who are both incredible on this game. Really great players. Solid dribbling there, 84 and 86. They're both rapid as well, and lovely shooting on each one of them. So you know, they're also dead cheap, which is great. We've gone with Jadson. You can choose like Ronaldinho or anyone like that. Basically a Brazilian from the Brazilian league. And there's plenty of 5-star skillers to choose from. But we went with Jadson because he's a decent little player actually. He's got some nice shooting stats and free kick stats. So if you're struggling for a free kick taker, then you know Jadson's not got the worst stats in the world, and he'll probably score you some goals. And then up top we have gone with, as you can see, they're in centre forward position. I believe Sobis has got, his card is default centre forward, and then Carlos Eduardo is default cam, but the cards move him up to centre forward is hardly anything. But you don't need to put them at striker because they'll get the 9 chemistry anyway, which is obviously fine. But they've both got 5-star skills as well. Sobis being a little bit shorter, slower than Eduardo. Eduardo is a really solid player. But you could, if you didn't need all the skillers, you could get like Pato or someone like that up there, and he'd work just as well. So those are the teams. The price of this one is obviously on your screen as well. It's the first ever time I've shown you a couple of squads in one video, like squad builder type thing. So let me know how you think about it. The reason why I did it is because you can put the other team on the bench. So you've got 2 budget teams, and you've got like a rotation, which is quite cool. I mean, obviously you're not going to end up with a man of the match Royce on the bench if you're looking to do it on a budget, but you know what I mean. So thank you for watching. I'll show you some goals now. I'll probably commentate over it, so I'll see you in a second, guys. Peace. Okay, so the first goal we've got here was scored by Ben Arthur. Nice little chip, and no, not a chip, don't even know what it is, but an easy finish there for him, and then a lovely little dink on that goal there. Ben Arthur's a solid player. You can get him for really cheap. Right here, a nice ball in there from Asaidi, controlled down by Carlos Eduardo and finished quite nicely indeed. I like this one. I believe this is a hocus pocus. Then he goes on a little bit of a run, just a little bit of dribbling on inside and then into the back of the net with a finesse. Carlos Eduardo is solid as well, really good player. Elia finishes really well, is absolutely rapid. He's really lightning quick, and the dribbling is intense as well. He's got really tight dribbling, and just a solid player. Nice Rabona cross in there from Van der Vaart, and then finished well there by Elia. I believe this next goal is from Jadson, just an easy finish. I mean, the ball was sort of set up for him nicely there. Magidi spin to nice shot. He's got a really cool shot actually, Jadson. He's got some okay free kick stats too. So a decent player. He'll actually score you some nice long shots. And then we get on to the best goals of this team, or the best sort of long shots, I guess. Because they're my favourite goals to score, as you all probably know. But Van der Vaart, really solid player. He was the best player in both of these teams for me. I really enjoyed him. It's probably because it's someone I haven't ever used before. But if you just take a look at this, I mean, he makes some space for himself, gets free and then just unleashes. And that is a chicken dipper right above the keeper. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you have, drop a like, leave me a comment, and I will catch you next time. Obviously, this was the first squad, the 5 at the back with Arnautovic, and this one was the Brazilian skill squad. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time, guys. Peace.